The year was 1993. Brazil was going through a delicate moment. The government of Itamar Franco had been suffering strong international pressure for the demarcation and homologation of the Raposa Serra do Sol Indigenous Reserve. The pressures came from all sides, with the certainty that Brazil would give in. But the Brazilian president did not give in, and this provoked the anger of some countries, mainly the United States. The American Vice President Al Gore, a fanatical environmentalist who has always said that the Amazon is not owned by any Brazilian, more than by the world, made a great stir at the UN against Brazil. Thus, the United States and England decided to send troops to Guyana with the aim of trying to take the indigenous land by force. The idea was to create an indigenous enclave within Brazil, which would facilitate the exploitation of natural resources in the Amazon region. On September 8, 1993, Isidro Simus, a pilot who worked for a diamond company, arrived in the city of Uramuta, Roraima. He found the population scared, with rumors that the Americans were going to invade Brazil. Isidro decided to investigate the rumors. He went to a police detachment and talked to a sergeant. The sergeant confirmed that another pilot, named Dunn, had seen military bases in Guyana. While Isidro was talking to the sergeant, Brazilian military arrived. They were there to mark the location where they would send troops to prevent the invasion. Isidro was shocked by the news. He invited the military to take a flight the next morning so they could confirm the rumors. The next morning, Isidro took his plane and, along with the military, photographed a military helicopter landing more troops on the border between Guyana and Brazil. The Brazilian military were spotted by an American plane with a soldier with a machine gun in his hand. Pilot Isidro saw that he was in the American sights and began flying at low altitude, making zigzags to escape. The Brazilian military calculated that there were about 600 American and British combatants in the region, so the Brazilian army decided to carry out a troop deterrence operation. The Brazilian Air Force was the first to take action. It sent 850 paratroopers to the mountainous region of the Amazon. The Brazilian paratroopers came face to face with the foreign combatants. The Brazilian army showed sovereignty and power by gathering, in a short time, a total of 5,000 soldiers, American and British military saw that they had no chance of winning a war against Brazil. After a few days of tension, the United States and England abandoned the invasion. Brazil had defended the Amazon with bravery and patriotism. Isidro Simus, a humble airline pilot, was instrumental in preventing the invasion of the Amazon. He was the first to alert Brazilian authorities about the presence of foreign troops on the border. Isidro was a simple man, but of great courage and patriotism. He did not hesitate to risk his life to defend Brazil's sovereignty. Isidro's story is an inspiration for all Brazilians. She shows us that, even in the face of great threats, patriotism and courage can win.